friends, MD Vegan. I make a breakfast today, one that you can eat any time of the day. Yeah, it's just the fruity part, nuts, fruit, and mainly. And it's interesting. I have to take three method. You know, I always begin with 3 ingredients, but each of these ingredients, again, can have 3 ingredients. So the number is not limited to 3, but the method is based on three steps, so say. That has more sense, but I show you an example today because I have several ingredients and parts that are complex. Here, for example, I have this almond milk with cinnamon and dates. It's easy to make. Just blending almonds and dates and cinnamon with the water, filtering it, done. I show you in a video how to make it. You can watch the video. It's a link under this video. But I use it today for a very nice granola porridge, a porridge without grains. Very interesting. It's just by pulsing apples with macadamia nuts. You see, I have an apple here and some macadamia nuts, and I just need to pulse them here, just pieces, very simple. Macadamia nuts, yeah, that's a nice texture. Apples have a firm texture. They have high in fiber, and they don't get really creamy as opposed to bananas. And macadamia nuts, they also have a little bit of firm texture. And somehow, when you blend them together, or not blending, pulsing, not blending is too much. So I put the apples here and the macadamia nuts, and together with a little bit of banana and lemon, just to make it a little bit more gentle. I tried it before, and this is a little bit better if you have a little bit more in there. It's just sweet and this creamy banana, and a half a lemon, just 1 banana. Half a lemon, that is enough. And there's the almond milk, the cinnamon almond milk. Yeah, this fresh made here. You can't see now, it doesn't matter. So that's very nice a mixture. You just need to pulse it, not making it creamy. Then it is a smoothie or something. But you don't want to have a smoothie, you don't have porridge. Yeah? This a little bit of grainy texture. It's fascinating what you can do with these ingredients. Because of the apple and the macadamia, it turns into porridge-like texture. Very interesting. I try that now, just carefully, only pulsing. I'll taste it if I need to pulse some more, or if it's enough. Let's quickly see. It looks good. Yeah. Yeah. So yummy. Maybe a little bit more. A little bit. That's totally up to you. So now I will put the porridge into a container here. I'll show you what it looks like. My porridge. See? You can eat it as is. This is a whole breakfast. This is a macadamia apple porridge with the almond milk. It's very yummy. And now I will put the porridge on the bottom, and on top I put another layer with applesauce, yeah, and pears. I'll show you in a moment. So I need this blender again. This is my porridge, see? And I will top it, looks like porridge, right? And I will top it with an applesauce, and the applesauce will I put around the pieces of pears. I come back in a moment and show you when this one is cleansed. Just a moment. So the blender is clean again, ready to use for the applesauce. Applesauce is very easy. You can make 1,000 variations. I have just some apples here. I just here wash them a little bit, and with the core is not so nice. You take it out, the mold is in there or warm, so just take it out. Otherwise you can even use the core. And to make it a little bit nicer with some dates here in this case, yeah, and half a lemon again, It was left over from the other recipe with the porridge, and it's nice because with a pear, with a lemon, the apple sauce remains a little bit lighter, yeah, because otherwise apple turns brown like bananas. Without lemon, quickly oxidates and then is brown. And with lemon, you can't avoid that. There's also a nice flavor, apple and lemon. So blender dance now, applesauce. Guess it's done. Looks very nice. I love applesauce. You can eat applesauce by itself, and it's wonderful if it's raw. You have a wonderful quality of the apple. You can really taste it. The apple as it comes from the tree. You can just taste it. That's what I like in raw food so much. The ingredients are just as they are from the field. Very nice, and they don't change that much. Yeah, you can blend them. That's a lot of change. You can cut them in pieces, but they still remain pretty close to the original qualities. But if you cook them and put more and more ingredients in there, yeah, then they change a lot, and then it is difficult. If you want to learn cooking, I would always recommend begin with raw food. It's so easy to get to know all the ingredients and how they play together. And when you want cooking, you can also begin with a small number of ingredients and watch how they change when the texture and so. But that is amazing with raw food. This is very simple and direct. Wow. Applesauce. A breakfast by itself. So, I'll show you in a moment. I put now in another bowl, I put my pear here. I have 2 pears, ripe and soft. In small pieces. I cut off a little bit more with a pear. Sometimes pear is very soft, yeah, because the peel here is pretty bitter. Interesting, yeah. The pear is so sweet and soft, but the peel here is pretty bitter. But it's nice. So if you have it all together, it can be very nice. Some recipes, especially with pear, might ask for peeling, but not this one. This is okay. Here, some 2 pears. They're beautiful. They're soft and sweet. And still complex with that peel. But I will now put the applesauce, and I'll show you what it looks like. I put it on top. You can see the applesauce is a little bit runny, you can see, so that you have an impression what the applesauce looks like. It tastes delicious. You can put anything in there. You can put also cinnamon in there, or many other things that are delicious. You can do it with raisins, yeah, and another flavor. It's wonderful, such a variety. Got to put a pear into the applesauce, yeah, if you want to blend it with a pear. So many options you have for applesauce, endless. So I put the applesauce now like a dressing to cover the pears. And I like this kind of combination. It reminds me of my childhood when I was little. We had this combination, compote, with when the apples are not completely cooked, yeah, they are still have some pieces in there. With a pear together, my grandparents did that always. They had these kind of recipes in the ancient kitchen. Now I prefer the raw food usually, because especially with fruit, it's so much nicer usually. But still, it's inspiring to have this combination of apple and pear. It's really amazing. The nutrients of apple and pear are pretty much the same. Calories, nutrients, pretty much the same. But the apples have a different quality health benefits. The pear is better than the apple if you want to eliminate liquids through the kidneys. The liquid comes out of the kidneys, out of the body. The apple are more from the firm waste. So that's a big difference. or small difference as you want, but just it's interesting. Otherwise, they're pretty much the same. Small things, difference. It makes a difference. See, this is the topping for my porridge. Isn't that beautiful? Pears and applesauce. So I will make a plate, or a little portion, a ratio for me here, of serving. I have this glass. I put the porridge inside. Just some spoons, tablespoons full of. Very easy ingredients, very simple, but very surprising combination. Begins with the porridge, just of nuts and apples, mainly, and then the pears in the applesauce. So very simple, but an interesting effect. And of course, you can bet this is a filling breakfast, and you can serve it to anybody, who likes it sweet. They will not be disappointed. So thanks for watching. I hope you enjoy. A little bit to demonstrate my take-3 method too. That one part, there are 3 parts of the recipe. Each recipe has 3 parts. Each part can have another 3 ingredients, and so on and so on. So you see here different stages here to prepare a recipe, and that way you can at the same time make pretty complex recipes. You can take all kinds of ingredients you want. At the same time, you have each single part. You know exactly what it's made of and what it tastes like, and that it is good. So it's a very transparent way to cook, and to still feel, to know, to be aware of every single ingredient. Thanks for watching again. Hope you enjoy. Maybe like my video, maybe subscribe MD Vegan on YouTube. Have another recipe every single day, and find me on Facebook, Instagram, Pinterest, and Twitter.